Track number 26.
Station stop is Rochester. You can exit where you see a crew member. Station stop is Rochester.
next station stop in approximately 20 minutes is Albany Rensselaer. At Albany, we will lose power temporarily while we disconnect the Boston section. So, refrain from using the toilets. The toilets will not work with no power. If you need to use the restrooms, you're welcome to go into the station. The scheduled departure from Albany is 4:10. Once again, the scheduled departure from Albany will be at 4:10. There are newsstands, sandwich shops, and a couple of stores in the station. So if you'd like to step into the station, you're welcome to do so. You'll have plenty of time.